Good morning, everybody. My name is Blocks of Block, and welcome back to the Destiny SMP. Wow, it has been a while since I've said that, hasn't it? This episode's gonna be a little different. One, it's on the second channel and not the main channel because, as you can probably tell, I've kind of not been doing gaming content anymore. Not that I haven't been playing games, but I'm just, movies are my passion. Movies and animation, that's my real passion. I absolutely adore Minecraft. I love Minecraft, and I will absolutely jump at any opportunity to play it with friends, especially any of these people. But Minecraft hasn't really been doing much as of late. Not the actual game itself, but just like for me personally, there's just not a lot going on. Because I put a lot of time into Destiny SMP, and I just want to show it off today. All the time I put into it, and just kind of explain where I've been and stuff. It's gonna be a little noisy. Hang on, let me turn down some things here. Friendly creatures go down a little bit. There we go. All right, so yeah, as you can probably realize, I have not been doing gaming content, and Destiny SMP has been kind of on a hiatus. An indefinite hiatus, and I don't know if it's actually coming back. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Server's not doing too hot right now. I mean, nobody's logging on, but for good reason. People have lives, and that is absolutely okay. I for one, have a life, and let's just go back a little bit in history. Near the beginning of the season, I had a lot of inspiration, and I'm pretty sure everybody did. But then I got invited to a little server called the Olympus SMP, which was like a lore storyline server thing, and it was modded and it was cool, it was new, and people invited me to it, and so I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna put as much time into that as possible. Not that like I was gonna be quitting Destiny SMP. No. I just wanted to, spend some time getting my feet into the other server. But as soon as that happened, I personally believe that's when the Destiny SMP server, died out. I don't love saying that servers are dead or whatever. I don't love saying like, oh, this Discord's dead, or oh, this server died, because it's just not very positive. It's not positive language, and it's kind of depressing in a way. And I don't want to admit the fact that the server hasn't been doing too hot, and it's just been very inactive for a while. I don't want to admit that, and I'm sure that everybody else doesn't want to admit that either. But it's been a really long time since anybody's logged on to the server. I haven't, like, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite here, because I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite here because I also have not been logging on at all. Because I'm the type of person that really doesn't like single player. Like, it's not that I hate it or anything. It's just that, like, single player just makes me feel lonely. I play Minecraft because I wanna play with friends, and I've gotten to know all these people, and I love them all very dearly. They're very near and dear to my heart as friends, and I miss them. But I do realize that everybody's got lives. Everybody's got stuff to do. Menace is taking a break. Wi-Fi's been taking a break. Games has been taking a break. Like, everybody's taking a break. Everybody's handling their own lives, and that's completely fair. And I don't blame anybody for that. It's just, it's unfortunate for the server, but if it's good for your life, then that's good. I'm not gonna pull anybody away from like school and stuff to play Minecraft. Like, that's not what I'm gonna do. So basically, what is this video? What is this video about? Well, it's just gonna be explaining what I did on the server before I took a huge hiatus. Then we're gonna talk about the future of the server, and then I think we're probably gonna sign off, maybe for good. Alright, so let's start in terms of my builds, because we're only going to be going over my builds. I'm not going to do like a world tour or anything. But in terms of my builds, we're going to start right here at my Squidward house. This is a fantastic little starter base. I love it so much. I've been building this starter base design for years, actually, like when I was playing Bedrock mode. or Bedrock Edition with my siblings, I used to build this type of house everywhere because it was simple, easy to make, and it looked really funny. And I was like, you know what? This is probably the greatest season to build this house in with the new bamboo wood, and it's kind of like a tiki house, in my opinion. It's kind of like a tiki house, and it's kind of cool. But when you go in here, it's a little cramped, sure, but everything is where it needs to be. There's an anvil, there's an ender chest, there's a decorated pot, there's everything. I don't know where I got these flowers, but I think I got them from somebody in specific. There's a couple heads. Oh, this is a pirate head I got at the beginning of the server. This is from the ancient city. Here's my bedroom. We got a little baby block, so actually like 3D modeled. I got this from Wi-Fi. It's a cowboy hat from Moon. I think that was the first edition of the cowboy hat because he was a cowboy this season. And I think this is the first edition of the cowboy hat, but Wi-Fi realized something was wrong with it or whatever. But it was still in the files, so I got it. And then there's dolphin heads everywhere, of course, because, dolphins' heads should be put on pikes and shelves and stuff. This is my storage room. If you were going to ask me what is my favorite part of my base, this is my favorite part of my base. Like, the heart of your base in Minecraft is usually your storage system anyway. But this, and that's so true. And this is where I spend most of my time, You're just looking through chests, and I'm just seeing where everything is. And then this is a new area that you guys probably haven't seen, but this is my little farming area. This is where I farm all of my little crops, my little plants. We got Crab Gilberts here. Which one is it? This one. So, yeah, this is where I've been farming all my plants, like my potatoes and my carrots. And then, hang on, let me just plant this back. But, yeah, this is my little farm area place. This is my little farming area, and everything's automated. I don't have free cam at the moment because I had to uninstall a bunch of mods for a while, and just updating Minecraft. I didn't want to go through all the trouble of updating my mods if I wasn't going to play on the server anyway. But you can't see it, but you can probably hear it maybe. There are sniffers on that side of the wall, so I couldn't really extend this farm, so that kind of sucked, and I had to kind of get creative on what I was going to put in this little 1x1 space here. But I think it works. We got a hopper system that collects everything. But I've been farming like honey and sheep. I think sheep are down here. Yep. This is where all my wool is. Of course, the best colors, yellow, red, and black. Because that's what my skin is like. Yellow, red, and black. And yeah, we got the sheep farm, we got the honey farm. Back here is where all the gubbins are, but we're not going to go through there. I can go through here and pick up the wool if I really need to, but I don't usually because the farm is actually pretty good and self-sufficient, and, it works. It's good, it works. Down here, though, this is where my dripstone farm was going to go. Well, actually, it is here. And, yep, dripstone farms are insanely slow. They only grow, like, every couple of Minecraft days or whatever. And, like, if you want to get a lot of dripstone, you have to make a ton of dripstone farms, and they're kind of expensive. I don't have the resources to make this farm over and over again. So I stopped at 4, and this is where it's gotten me. I've AFK'd quite a bit, actually, so, that it kind of sucks. Now you might be wondering, what do I need the dripstone for? Well, the dripstone I use is up on the surface here. So if we go to the surface, we can see outside here. We can see that I've been making trees out of dripstone. Like, I love this design. I think I got it from Skip the Tutorial, where he talked about how you can make, like, palm trees out of dripstone, and this, like, looks kind of like a regular, like, real-life palm tree. And I absolutely love that idea and that design, so, I integrated it into my base, and I love my base. I can probably fly. That's what I could do. But I love my base. This area is amazing. In fact, Pyland is awesome. I love Pyland. We got Potato's house, which I actually I built for him because he only logged on day 1, and then he died, and then he rage quit, and then yeah. So and he only got like he didn't even build the roof to his house, so I had to build the house for him. And then this is Pony, excuse me, and Pony's friend. They were kind of hanging around the island, so I decided to give them the house if Potato wasn't using it. Yeah, Potato has not been using his house at all. He has not gotten online since day one, which was about a year ago. January, not January, I think it was like December something. But around December last year, that's when the server started. And nobody's been on in many, many months, and it's a little sad. There's gonna be the occasional person. The Discord is actually still kind of active, and you know we're still all friends, of course, and we're trying to figure out ways to keep hanging out with each other. But you know the server is not doing too great. This like I love my base so much. Like I'm very proud of what I built. That downstairs area is probably my favorite of the entire base. But we have Taylor here, and she's just hanging out in her little cabana. This is Doug, my first dog on the server, and I decided to make him a little dog house. And as you can probably see, or probably tell, every like bamboo house has a specific wood type. So that's mangrove, that's cherry, that's acacia, that's birch, that's regular bamboo, that's jungle, that's oak, that's dark oak, that's warped, and then that's crimson. Yeah, every single like bamboo building here is based off a specific wood type, and I made sure to get every single wood type. If we updated to 1.21.5, I would definitely make a pale wood house, but something tells me that we're not going to update to 1.20.5 probably ever. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, live and let live and all that jazz. So, yeah, so I made a little warped house from my doggy, and then I made kind of this church. I searched up, like, a Hawaiian church or, like, a island church design, like, what those look like. And those buildings are very open concept, like, there's not really doors, they're just kind of open. And so I incorporated that into it, and I tried to also do that with the roof as well. I don't know, like, this is my first building that I've ever done where I, like, worked off, like, a reference image. Everything else, like, whenever I build, I do it on the fly. And I'm surprised with how far I've gotten with that method. Everything is on the fly, and if I don't like it, I just tear it down. It doesn't really harm me to tear it down, so I just, you know, if I don't like it, I tear it down. And, you know, that was on the fly. That was everything was on the fly. And I only did, like, a little bit of referencing and mapping out and stuff like that. Like, I knew where the houses were gonna go because I mapped it out with dirt, but when I wanted to build the house, I would just get rid of the dirt and place the house in. So yeah, that's like kind of a church design. It doesn't really have any purpose, but I just wanted to put in the dark oak house. This is my smelting house. It's got every single type of furnace, and I actually don't use it as often as I probably should, but it's a nice little design. Now, I don't use these houses ever, but I think they're probably some of my favorite. Like this general area is my favorite. So we got a little farmhouse where we can farm anything. So I can bone meal that, I can bone meal that, bone meal that, bone meal that, and just, you know, farm stuff. It's like my little farming house. This is just a bone meal farm. How much bone meal do I have? None. Wow, that's crazy. So that's that's supposed to be a bone meal farm. As you can see, this is called the Lush Market, and you know I just love it. I love everything about this design. It's so nice. I love how like it all meshes together. It's so cool. This actually, let's go here first. This is my dolphin patrol. This is where I store all my dolphin heads, and where I just like look and watch and see. Ooh, there's a dolphin out there. Time to go. Time to murder. Oh no, you come back here. Come back, come back, come back. Oh, there's two. Oh, one hit. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, there's three. Get back here. Get back here. There we go. And then we got this one last guy. Yeah, so this is where I watch for dolphins. That little house is where I watch for dolphins and store all my dolphin heads. And I've gotten a lot. And I put people on day watch and whatever. I think somebody put, I think Games put hamburger there. But Potato is on day watch, so he's supposed to be watching, and he's not doing his job, and he hasn't been doing his job since day one. At this rate, he's probably going to get fired. Anyway, so this was kind of a cool thing. I wanted to build something over here, but it was a little too close to Wi-Fi's area, and I was like, okay, what if I just built, designed, I just took his design and I incorporated it into my build. So he originally only had up to here, this was all he had, but then I extended it from here, and I just used the same blocks, and I made a little area, and I showed it to him, and he liked it, which is awesome, and I'm glad he likes it and thinks it's really cool. This is my fishing hut. We got Jelly there, and she's hanging out. But yeah, this is where I fish. I don't fish very often, but it's my little fishing shack, and I just hang out here, and I sit, and I wait, and I sit, and I wait, and I sit, and I wait, and I sit, and I wait. Is anything gonna happen? Can something happen? Oh, here we go. And I sit, and I wait, and boom, yeah. And I've been collecting fish and stuff, but it's not the most, enjoyable activity to do in Minecraft. So I don't do it often. But yeah, I like that building for that purpose. I think I did very well on incorporating the design. I built a little boat out there. It was just for fun. I think my original plan was to just build more of them, just all around in the ocean. That's a pie. That's just holding a gold farm in the sky. So Gigabyte built a giant pie, supposedly, but it doesn't really look like a pie. Even from the sky, I don't want to go up there, but just take my word for it. It does not look like a pie, really. Kind of looks like a UFO. Or like that monster from the Nope movie. Like the alien. Like the eye in the sky. If you know what I mean. Anyway, let's sleep real quick, and then I'll show you a little bit more about what I've been doing. Or what I have done on the server. So over here is my chicken farm. And, it's fine. It holds a bunch of chickens, as you can see. It all links down into my storage area. Actually, let's go back into my storage area real quick so that you can see. But, not this one. Not this one. Where is it? This one. Yeah, this one is where all my eggs are, and I think, yeah, it took over this one as well. They need to make it so that eggs stack to 64, dude, because this is... Excuse me, this is ludicrous. Like, this... You will never need this many eggs. I hope that in some update they'll figure out like a better use for eggs, or they'll stack them to 64, because this is just taking up so much chest space. It's kind of insane. And then yes, this is where all my sniffer farm stuff goes. This is the great pufferfish war that I've been doing. Wi-Fi has been trying to put pufferfish in my inventory. This is all the pufferfish that I'm trying to get into his inventory. But, he hasn't been on, so I haven't been able to do it. But, maybe one day. This is my lava farm. Because I needed lava for a thing I was doing over there. And I'll show you in a little bit what I was doing over there. But this is my lava farm. It's very simple. It's very quaint. But, I think it's a nice little water tower. There's actually water at the top there. If we go up there. Yeah, there's water up here. It's actually a very nice vantage point to look over everything. That's Games' area, Wi-Fi, Gigabyte, Potato, and then Groot is over there. Something you'll realize is that there's Bloxo heads on here. Yeah, I did that as an April Fool's joke, like, a year ago. Like, when I post this video, it's gonna be before April 1st, so yeah. And this is how I know that people haven't really been on. It's because people haven't taken down their April Fool's pranks. So it's a little sad. I put Bloxo faces everywhere. I put them even at like Tanny's base, Menace's base. I put them in everybody's bases, and yeah. So that's a little sad, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. And I'll hang out with these guys. They'll still be around. Don't worry. Not leaving them. But over here, as you can probably see. Oh, first, this is my little Bloxo statue. It's not exactly little, but ooh, that hurt. but this is my Bloxo statue. It's kind of based off the the big Jesus statue in Brazil. It's based off that, but it kind of ties into the supposed lore of this place that, like, I became like a god in the people of this island's eyes or whatever. I didn't really get too far with it. And speaking of didn't get too far with it, this is my mega base, or was going to be my mega base. It's a little weird. Cookie made this, and they had like a cat on here. It was kind of cool. But yeah, this is supposed to be my mega base. I had big plans. Originally, this was going to be a volcano. This is going to be a volcano island. But then I realized I don't know how to make volcanoes. I don't know how to make mountains. Like, I don't know how to terraform correctly. I made this island. This originally was a grass island that I just like covered in sand and made it look like an island. But you know, this is originally going to be a volcano island with like trees and lava everywhere. But I didn't know how to make a volcano in the first draft I did. It looked terrible. And you can even see like some of the grass is still around. But this is as far as I gotten. This is the inside. That's my portal. This is where everything is. I took from Moon's basalt farm because he told me that I could. There's a lot of basalt here. This is Pirate Nick that Cookie gave to me. But yeah, I was originally going to go way bigger with this, but... Oh, Groot. That's nice. I didn't see that. But yeah. This is going to be my volcano island, but I didn't get too far. The lava that I was farming was going to go in here, but then I realized that lava sucks to work with, so I just replaced it with magma blocks. And that gives off the same effect. That gives off the same effect, so I don't need to replace it with lava. Down here, basically, I did have a little bit of lore at the beginning of the server where I kind of became like a castaway. And my plan was, I was going to become, like, after losing Baby Bloxo into the ocean, I was going to become, like, this, like, king of this volcano island, and then Perry and Winston and Pixel and Snowball from season 3, I believe. No, season 4. This is season 5. But this is what season is this? This is season 5. This is season 5. Last season, these were my pets, and the lore was that they came back and they're happy to see me, and they floated on a boat, which is nice, and I like that. And yeah. So this is gonna be my plan, but it didn't really pan out, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm not loving this, but I don't really want to tear it down. Not that I have a problem with tearing it down. It would take a long time, sure, but also just like I've already put so much work into it that like it might be too late, and also I don't know if I have the energy in me to finish this. Because as I've stated before, nobody's coming online, nobody's really gonna see it. And I'm a person that's driven by having people online to hang out with me. Because, like, have you seen these people's builds? They're insane. They're awesome. If other people are building, and they're building, like, amazingly, that actually kind of pushes me to build as amazing as them, or at least try. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but just, like, if nobody's online and nobody's, like, building and trying their absolute best, then why should I? Like, I guess that's just how my brain works in this situation. But yeah, this is Pyland, this is my base. And what does this mean for Destiny SMP? Well, this means that I think we're done here. I do not think that I'm gonna be playing on the server anymore. Like, I have not logged on in a really long time. Like, usually around this time of like year, I'm just focusing on like a musical production or something, because every year I do a musical production, and around March or February, like it kind of ramps up, and I get stressed and I don't want to like focus on anything else besides the musical. But I don't know, man. I have not been on the server in a while. Even after leaving Olympus SMP, like the server that kind of took me away from this server, even after leaving Olympus SMP, I just have not had the motivation to get back on here. And it's not like I'm procrastinating or just like super demotivated. Like I have a ton of ideas and I want to do them, but I don't want to do them if I'm basically just playing a single player world. So yeah, all in all, this is all just me saying, this is the finale. I decided that I wanted to do the server some justice. I wanted to do the series some justice and finish it off in some way instead of leaving it to crash and die on my channel. Like I don't want to leave you off on a cliffhanger being like, "Oh, what happened to Bloxo in the Destiny SMP?" But yeah, it's a little hard to admit, but this is the last episode of Destiny SMP from me. Unless people start getting on, but I do not have high hopes in that regard. I don't hate anybody. I don't have hate or evilness in my heart or anything like that. That's not the point. I'm just saying that I don't think it's good to I don't want to end things off on a note that of uncertainty. I want to let you guys know that the server is probably not coming back, and I'm, signing off here. I'm signing off for good. I will probably never get back online, even though I really want to. There's just no point. There's not really a point anymore. But I'm sorry if this is really depressing, God. But as the sun sets, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. But I gotta go. So without further ado, smiles to you.